So, hello friends, it's Saturday and I am posting another video for you today about filler words. Now, what are filler words? Well, okay, like, you know, uh, mm, well, I think you got it. The filler words we use to fill in the pauses that we make in conversation in English language, but also in all the other languages that you probably speak, or even in your own mother tongue. So, why do we use them? Why do we need the filler words? Well, when we don't know what to say, or when we are trying to figure out what to say, and when we have this awkward pauses when we speak, we need to put something in it to make the person feel that we didn't finish and we still want to say something, and so the person has a clear idea that we're about to say something, and the person is waiting for you to say something. That's the purpose of filler words. Now, how appropriate it is to use it? Like, sometimes people overdo it, and then that's the problem. And it's totally appropriate as long as you don't overdo it. Like you don't use it very often, because like if you use like the filler words too often, people might think you're down, or you're mentally retarded, or you're just stupid. And I don't like the word stupid. I don't like when people call each other stupid. But in some cultures, it's totally appropriate, and especially in the Russian culture and in the Kyrgyz culture. So people call each other, especially teenagers, every day they call each other stupid. You're stupid, she's stupid, I'm stupid, everybody's stupid. So don't be stupid, and don't use these filler words too often. Now, when does the problem start? The problem starts when people think about their own mother tongue, and every language has its own filler words. So they're totally different in English. They might be different in your language, whether it's Russian or Kyrgyz or any other language. And the bigger problem starts when you translate the filler word from your mother tongue and try to use it in English. Now, let me bring you an example. Now, I heard a couple of students saying like, well, how do I tell it to you? How do I tell it to you? They say, like, how do I tell it to you? And a couple of times I heard the students say like, how do I tell it to you? I don't know. So that's the problem. In English, it's not normally used. Like, I've never heard a native speaker using the filler word like, how do I tell it to you? How do I tell it to you? That's probably some filler word translated from Russian directly, word for word, and that's the problem. In English, people, you can say, you can use this phrase very often, like, when you make a pause, and you try to think what to say next, well, I don't know. I'm waiting for you to tell, and it doesn't actually, the filler words when we use them in English or in any other language, when a person is using filler words, they don't expect you to say something, even when it sounds like a question, like Well, I sometimes make fun of it, and when my students try to use these filler words, like saying I say, I don't know. Tell me. Usage of filler words can be also one of the factors that you have not enough vocabulary to address your speech, to explain your thought, and to speak your mind. So that's the problem. So if you want to use less of those filler words, you need to improve your vocabulary to be able to speak fluently and speak up whatever is on your mind. Now, my charger is filled, and that's good. So, yeah, that's the usage. That's how you should normally use them. And another filler word in English is like, I've often heard like a lot of rappers when they speak, when they give an interview, they and a lot of film stars, like superstars, mostly rappers. They say like, you know what I'm saying. try to explain something, answer the question, and they say like, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's totally normal. You don't have to answer that filler word, and just a filler word. They are thinking what to say. You don't have to say like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't get you, bro. So that's the purpose of the filler words. Now, be careful to use it. Improve your vocabulary, and don't translate the filler words from your own mother tongue and try to use it in English, because that doesn't work that way. Goodbye for now. That's it.